To work with the Angular, we have to prepare our system. Now let's install all the required softwares in the machine and let's prepare it for the development. As a first step, we have to install the Node.js. Let's open the browser. Either you can search directly for Node.js or you can use this link. The website name is nodejs.org. Let's search for Node.js. Click on this one. So we are on the same website, nodejs.org. Here are two versions. This is the first LTS. LTS means long-term support and it is the current version. You can use any one of them. So for example, I'm using this one. Let's click on this one. So this will download the file in your system. So there we go. Once the file will be downloaded, you have to open it and install it in the system. Let's click on the open file. Preparing to install. Once you will see this window, you have to click on the next button. I have already installed Node.js in my system, so I'm going to click on the cancel button. But if you have not installed the Node.js, then make sure to click on the next button and follow all the instructions. Make sure you are using all the default settings and just install it. Once the installation will be done, we have to verify whether we have installed Node.js or not. For that, let's open a command prompt. If you are using Mac or some other operating system, then you can open terminal window or anything like that. So for example, here I'm using command prompt. To verify the installation of the Node.js, we have to write a command node, then -, and v. Hit the enter button. Here you can see that we are having the latest version of the Node.js that is installed in the system. The version is 14.17.3. If you are having some error like the node is not defined, something like that, it means the Node.js has not been installed in your system and you have to install it again. Okay, the installation of Node.js is done. Next is we have to install Angular CLI. We can install the Angular CLI from this link, angular.io. So let's open the angular.io. We can simply search for Angular. This is the official website of Angular. Let's open this one, go to docs. Here we have this getting started. Then last we have setup. If you will scroll down a little bit, over here you will see we have installed the Angular CLI. This is the command that we can use to install the Angular in our system. So let's copy this command from here. And this command is pretty simple. First we have npm. If you have installed the Node.js, it means you have already installed npm. npm is Node Package Manager. Then we have installed, then -g. It means we are going to install this package globally. And then we have this name of the package. It is Angular CLI. So let's copy this one and open the command prompt again. Here we can paste this command like this and hit the enter button. This will install the latest version of the Angular that is available. If you are watching this video in future and the version of Angular is different, then this command will install that latest version automatically. Now there are also a scenario where you have installed some old version of the Angular. For example, let's say we are having Angular 10 in our system and now I want to work on Angular 12, which is the latest one. By using the same command, you will get the latest version in your system. So ultimately, you simply have to use this command and the latest version of the Angular in any scenario will be installed in your system. Okay, the Angular has been installed successfully. Here is the version 12.1.2. In case you want to verify the installation, then just like we have done for the Node.js, and here we were using this node word, node. But to work with the Angular, we have to use ng, this one. And then just to verify the installation, we can simply use ng -version. So here are the details about this Angular. This is the Angular CLI command, this one. This is the version, and this is the version of the node that we are using. This is the package manager npm version, and this is the information about the operating system. and all other packages that are installed with this Angular CLI, all of them are available over here. It means the Node.js is working fine, the Angular CLI is also working fine. As a next step, we have to install an editor in our system. An editor is something that is used to write the actual code. If you already have some editor, for example the Notepad++, Sublime, Atom, Visual Studio Code, then you can use any one of them. In case you want to use some other editors, for example IntelliJ, anything like that, you are free to use any editor that are available. There is no dependency of the editor and the Angular. We simply have to write the code. Okay, so if you have not installed any editor in your system, then I would recommend to use this VS Code. VS means Visual Studio Code. This Visual Studio Code is available for Windows, for Mac and for Linux. And you can download this Visual Studio Code from this link, code.visualstudio.com. Let's open this website in the browser. So here I can search for VS Code. Here we have the same website. Open this one. And by clicking on this button, you can download the file for the Visual Studio Code. If you will click on this drop down, you will see that this Visual Studio Code is also available for Mac OS, Windows 64 and then the Linux 64. So these are the files that are available for the VS Code. Let's click on this one. Again, this will download an exe file and that will install this VS Code in our system. Once the file has been downloaded, simply open it and accept the terms and hit the next button. I have already installed this VS Code in my system, so I'm going to click on the cancel button, but you have to click on this next button and follow all the steps that are given over here. One more thing, make sure you are checking all the checkboxes. These are helpful whenever you want to open any folder or file directly in the Visual Studio Code by simply right clicking. For example, if you have a folder and if you right click on that folder, you will get an option to open it directly in the Visual Studio Code. So these are helpful for that. Let me click on the cancel button, but make sure you are following all the steps that are given over here by clicking on the next buttons. Once you will install the Visual Studio Code in your system, you can open it by simply searching like this. VS Code. Let's open this one. This is how the VS Code looks like when you will install it in your system. Okay, so there are lots of themes available in this VS Code. You can customize it completely. You can customize the shortcuts, the design, the look and theme, everything. For example, here I am using the black dark theme. If you want to change the theme, then go to this file, choose this preferences and use this color theme. Here you will see lots of themes are available for us. Let's click on this one. And you can see the theme of this VS Code editor has been updated for us. You can see there is a shortcut in front of this color themes, Ctrl K and Ctrl T. You might have the different combinations based on your operating system, but since I'm working on the Windows operating system, so over here it is Ctrl K and T. And here you can choose any theme that are available. For example, I'm using this one. The theme has been updated and it is red color now. I like to work with the dark theme, so I will be using that dark theme. This one, dark Visual Studio. Okay, now the installation of editor is done. Now let's see what else we have. These were three main required softwares to work with the Angular, but to make our development more robust, we have to install few more softwares. The next is Git. The installation of Git is completely optional, but if you are a developer, I would recommend this must be in your system. So let's install this Git, and you can download this Git from this website, gitscm.com. Let's open this website in the browser. Git, simply search for Git and you will see this gitscm.com. We can download this software from here, download for Windows, and again this Git is also available for Mac and the Linux. Let's download it. Let's open the file. Click on this next button. Next. Let's use all the default settings that are available for us. click on the next button, next, next, next. So many next buttons are there. The Git has been installed in our system. If you want to learn this Git, then you can use the same website, and over here you can see these documentations, and there is also a book. You can use any one of them and you can learn more and more about this Git. We have installed the Git successfully. Now, as a last software, I would recommend to work with Tortoise Git. This Tortoise Git provides a beautiful UI to work with the Git. Let's install it from this website, tortoisegit.org. So here in the next tab, I can search for Tortoise Git. Open it, download. For Windows 64-bit. If you are using the Windows 32-bit, then use this link, otherwise go for this 64-bit. And again, this Tortoise Git is completely optional. If you want to handle everything from the VS Code, that is totally possible by using some other extensions, but this is the simplest UI that I like to work with. Let's open this downloaded file and install it. Next, next. The installation of the Tortoise Git is done. Let's complete it. Now we have installed everything that is required to work with Angular. And remember, all these softwares that we have installed in the system, these are completely free of cost, and these does not require any specific license to work with the commercial or personal websites.